Welcome to the Pike County Animal Shelter's Adopt a Pet Show. All the animals on today's show are available for adoption at the Pike County Animal Shelter on Likens Creek Road. Call them anytime at 432-6293.
Welcome to the April Adopt a Pet Show. We're here at the Pike County Animal Shelter with Blue the Hound Dog. Kristen, tell us about Blue here.
Blue is a blue tick coonhound mix. He came to the shelter as a stray. He had a gash on his left front leg. Don't know exactly what happened or anything like that, but a couple of us employees pitched in and took him to the vet, got him some antibiotics, got him some washout cream, and some cream to put on it, and he's completely healed. He's going to have a little scar there, of course, but that won't affect him. But he can use it, everything. He's probably about 10, 11 months old. Wonderful dog. He gets along good with other dogs. He'd fit in really good on a little farm, big yard, take him hunting.
Needs some place to roam, maybe,
Yeah.
just a little bit. He's got a great personality. He's really laid back. I know he'd make a good pet. He's probably great with kids because he is so calm. And hound dogs are just particularly good. And if you'd be interested in adopting or fostering Blue, please call or come by the Pike County Animal Shelter. We'd love to make sure that we got him in a good home because he needs one. What he really needs apparently is somebody's lap to lay his chin on because he likes to do that.
Is he neutered?
No, not yet. Upon adoption, he will, adoption fee's $50. That includes the first shots, first deworming, Pike County dog tag, and a bag of Science Diet food. And he will be neutered as soon as he gets a home.
I love that old saying, we don't know if this dog will hunt. And we really don't, but he looks like he would.
He acts like he would. And you can visit us on Pet Finder, or you can come by or call. You can contact us at 606-432-6293, or come by and see us. We got plenty more dogs to choose from and cats at 527 Likens Creek Road, and that's right behind Walmart. And we've got signs up, easily found.
Tuesday through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4. And if you can't adopt right now, that's fine. If you've got passion for animals, we do need a lot of volunteers to just help. If you don't want to do the nasty stuff, perfectly fine. We need somebody to just pay attention to them and walk.
Well, clearly you all have a passion for animals. I hope everybody heard that the employees here chipped in their money to get vet care for this guy.
Yeah.
There really isn't funding out of the normal budget
Right.
of the shelter for vet care. So rescue groups will sometimes do that, and then sometimes you guys do it yourselves,
Yeah.
and we appreciate that.
And he was such a good dog. I mean, he needs a chance. And we didn't want to put him in a kennel and let it get infected, and we had to do something, so.
All right, please come and see about Blue. He's right here at the Pike County Animal Shelter, and he might just be waiting on you. Welcome to this edition of the Adopt a Pet Show. This panting, great shape young woman that you see sitting here in front of us is Lulu. Tell us a little bit about her history.
Lulu came to us as a stray. Somebody brought her in. She came to somebody's house, and it wasn't their dog. Obviously, she is somebody's dog. She has already been fixed.
Well, somebody's been feeding her.
Yes.
For sure.
She is already fixed. She's a big girl. She's probably, we're guessing, about 5, 6 years old. Wonderful, wonderful. She loves her food. She loves to be loved on.
She tires quickly.
Yeah. Loves to walk outside. She's all around just a good dog. We're thinking she's like a Rottie Hound mix because of the markings. But don't know definitely. But she doesn't have the tail. She's got like the Rottie tail. She's wonderful.
She's obviously a big bear of a dog that somebody has loved, and she's been in somebody's family, and maybe they thought something happened to her.
Right.
Well, she's here at the Pike County Animal Shelter, but if her owners aren't going to show up to take her, then somebody needs to take this girl home and put her on a treadmill.
We have had her the days of holding a stray, so she's actually ready for adoption. But after this show, I would like to hang on to her for a few more days to give a chance for the owner hopefully the owner will come back, because I'd rather place him back in the actual home.
Absolutely.
And because she's well taken care of. So if you have lost her, please contact us at 432-6293 or 432-6294 and ask about Lulu. And, we'll give you as much information. Swing by and see her at 527 Likens Creek Road, and that's the road behind Walmart, and we've got signs up.
She's fun to just watch.
Yeah, she really is entertaining, and she's going to make a wonderful pet for somebody, whether it's back to her original family or a brand new family that can love her. She is a great dog, so please come and see about Lulu.
We're back here at the Pike County Animal Shelter with Miss Lilly, who is very active. Kristen?
Lily, we've had her since February the 18th. It was an owner surrender. The owners actually brought us a couple more. You can see how skinny she is. Believe it or not, she has gained about 10-15 pounds. The owner couldn't afford to feed her anymore, so instead of killing her or setting her out, at least they did bring her to us to, she has food every day and water. We pitched in, me and one of my co-workers, we bought the pill that takes care of all wormers, and because she wasn't gaining weight until we did that, and you wouldn't believe the weight she's gained. She needs a lot more. She is about 6 years old, and but she's wonderful with other dogs. She's wonderful with kids. She's just an all-around good boxer.
She's beautiful, and she's got such a great personality. People love boxers. These are great dogs. And to think that you could come and take Lily home and let her be part of your family forever for just a $50 fee?
Yeah, $50. That includes the first shots, first deworming, the spay or neuter, Pike County dog tag, and a bag of food. And, a lot of people worry where she's so little and skinny and you can see her backbone and ribs. They just worry that she's sick. It was just lack of food.
The weight is coming back on
Yes.
her, but you could take her home and really fatten her up. She could use a little more weight, and it's slowly coming back. This is a great dog for some family, and she's just sitting here at the shelter waiting on you to come and get her.
She looks like the quintessential boxer. I mean, this is what boxers look like and act like. Hello.
And another thing I would like to mention that's scared a few people off from her, these places right here. That's really, because I asked the owner what's everything, just to get more information. Where she was just so skinny and bony, she was on concrete pad. That's from laying on no bedding, being skinny, nothing but bones. So that's what that is. That's not a big deal. It's not going to grow hair or nothing, but
It's like a callus.
right. Don't go by the looks. Go what's inside. And she's a wonderful dog.
Yeah,
she's eating my tie.
She really is the perfect look
Hey,
for a
Lily.
boxer. As soon as she puts on a little weight, she's going to look even better. Please come and see about Lily. She doesn't need to stay at the shelter. She needs to go home with somebody. Welcome back to the Adopt a Pet Show. We have got a beautiful female border collie with us now.
This is Oreo. She's a border collie female. We're guessing about 1.5 to 2 years old. She was picked up from my animal control officer off the side of the road. She's lucky to be here because it was a high traffic area. When she first got here, she was real shy, scared to death, but of course I would be too coming here. She's really come out of that. As you can see, she just loves to be loved on. She is a border collie, and she'd go good on a little farm, just a yard, great with kids. She'd really fit in somewhere that's wanting an outside indoor dog. You can train her for indoors.
Brandon, I know you're partial to border collies. Is it because they're so intelligent?
Yes, I was going to say I can almost guarantee without even knowing anything about her, She's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can actually see that in her eyes. Some animals, you really do see their intelligence, and she shows it. I'm surprised she was shy because she seems fine with us.
Yeah, we've had her since, just the 16th of last month. And just a little extra attention to certain ones that come in here that we just know will come out of it. We try to do what we can, which, we do need volunteers to help us get animals to come around. But we try, and just what little bit we have done, you wouldn't believe the turnaround, because she was low crawling to you, and she was scared to death.
She's a beautiful girl, and she'd make a great pet for somebody. Can't you just see her curled up in front of the fire somewhere? She needs a family. She needs a home. If you would consider her, please come by the Pike County Animal Shelter or call and ask about her. We're calling her Oreo, which is perfect. Kind of makes me want an Oreo right now, actually.
You can call us at 432-6293, 432-6294, or just come by and see us at 527 Likings Creek Road. That's the road behind Walmart. We've got signs up. If you're not ready to adopt right now, we still need volunteers. And if you come in and you're afraid that you're going to take everything home, let me know. I won't let you take nothing home. I'll just let you volunteer.
That sounds like a good plan.
This is another one that was obviously someone's dog.
Yeah.
Most of the animals here were at some time somebody's dog. And it's sad that the people that they have to rely on to take care of them somehow can't or won't or don't. But we know there are an awful lot of good people out there who watch this show and who do care about animals and want to get them adopted. So please come and see about Oreo and all the other animals at the Pike County Animal Shelter.
We're at the Pike County Animal Shelter, as you can see, and this is Molly. Molly is gorgeous. And Kristen, what about Molly?
Molly we're thinking a Dalmatian hound. She's got a few black spots on her, and she's got the hound look. She's about 5 months old, and she was an owner give up. They had too many, so that gave her up. Now, Molly's got one brown eye and one blue eye. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but she does have one blue eye, and it's gorgeous. And so we don't know. She might have a little husky in her. I mean, it's really hard to tell, but she is a really sweet dog. She's not completely leash broke, but she does really good on it. Just a little bit more work, and she'll be completely leash broke.
She's a beautiful puppy and a very typical puppy, very inquisitive and excitable and interested in everything. I'll bet she's very playful.
And she wants loved on all the time.
She's a great dog, and Molly needs a home. If you maybe have kids and would like them to grow up with a dog, this would be a great way to go about it. She's out of the teeny tiny baby puppy stage. This would be more like, I don't know, a 5 or 6 year old kid.
Yeah, and puppies up till I've seen them up to a year old, they will chew. So before you adopt, I want to get everything a home. I want to get everything out of here, but I want it to go to the right place. I really just get aggravated. People adopt puppies, and then once they get out of the fluffy, cute stage, they end up on the side of the road. That's how we end up with so many. They do chew. They're going to have accidents. If you want a well-trained dog, the dog's not going to do it on its own. You've got to do it. You've got to be patient. You've got to work with them.
So there is no chew guarantee.
No chew guarantee at this place.
Not even in old dogs.
Not
you never
even
know.
in old dogs.
So be prepared for that, but that's easy to take care of with with any good squeaky toy, or sometimes just with an old sock stuffed full of other old socks. I've used those before. Just depends on what the dog likes to chew. But look at that face. You can't turn her down. She needs a home, and she doesn't need to grow up in the shelter. She needs to grow up with a family and maybe with some kids. I don't think she's going to be a real big dog.
No, I'm thinking medium, but I call medium probably about like that right there.
So she's still got some growing to do. She's a young puppy, and Molly is waiting for you at the Pike County Animal Shelter. Welcome back to the Adopt a Pet Show. This bundle of energy that we have here in front of us right now is Jake. You've got an interesting story about Jake.
Yeah, Jake was a owner give up. Jake is a male. He's about 2.5, 3 years old. He's a Shepherd Rottie Hound mix. He's as big as he's going to get.
Brandon's glad.
The reason he was turned in, the owner said that he needs trained, he's not trainable, and he's stupid, and he don't want him.
Oh.
That's the exact words. So, he's not stupid. He just doesn't have an owner that'll train him.
That has patience.
Right.
I mean, he just very clearly and specifically picked a toy that he wanted out of that basket and came over to chew it. He's not a stupid dog.
No.
Brandon, you had a great saying about that. There are no stupid dogs.
Just stupid owners.
Oh, there you go. You know, what he really needs is somebody who will take some time and patience to work with him. You can see this dog is intelligent. He's just high energy. And that's the key here. It's not about his intelligence. It's about how much stimulation he needs. It may be they weren't giving him enough to do to keep him interested, and he got bored. And when dogs get bored, they'll sometimes do destructive things like chew or cry or bark. But Jake is a big old bundle of love. He's got a great personality. I mean, I think he'd be a wonderful addition to a family if they've got some time to spend with him.
He's great with everything. You know, he's not stupid by all means. He's really not.
Well, I think it's 2.5 to 3 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how long, if he's really stupid, how long did it take the owner to figure that out?
Right, exactly.
Well, he's a working dog mix, and the working dogs need a job. You know, they need to feel like they're doing something that contributes, and clearly he needs a job. Right now, I think you could hitch him up to a wagon and have him pull some people around.
And certain breeds, you know, they're not the lap dog. They're not just going to lay there and be lazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the working breeds, they're active, even up, 10, 12 years old.
Yeah.
They're energetic, and, that's just the breed of
And this
them.
guy is beautiful.
I think the first thing I'd do with him is get a harness. And he obviously loves belly scratches, too. He needs a harness with some weights on it to be walked on a lead and let him feel like he's really earning his keep. That would probably burn a lot of energy for him.
Maybe plow a field.
Plow the back 40. Any of that would work. If you're interested in this big bundle of energy named Jake, you can see him at the Pike County Animal Shelter. They're here Tuesday through Saturday. He needs an adoptive home, but he also needs volunteers to come and just walk him up and down the creek and give him some time to release some of this energy. That would help too.
Or go to the middle section, the play yard, and that way you don't have to be on leash. Just turn him loose.
And let him run.
Just let him run, get a couple balls out there, and I'm sure that he would bring him halfway back to you. But, they're easily trained. It just needs, I need people down here to do it. And you can contact us about Jake or anything else you see or just want to know what we have at 432-6293. The adoption fee on dogs or puppies is $50. That includes the first shots, first deworming, the spay or neuter, a Pike County dog tag, and a bag of food, and requirements a good home.
I don't know if you just saw, but people who say you can't mix work and play, I just did.
There you go.
This guy.
Welcome back to the Adopt a Pet Show here at the Pike County Animal Shelter. We have got 3 of the cutest puppies we've seen in a long time. We thought for a minute we had the 3 Stooges, but it turns out we actually have, I have Mo.
I have Curly.
I've got Sheila.
So there is one girl in this group. These are absolutely precious puppies, and all 3 obviously from the same litter, but we've got a couple different coats going on here.
That one that you have is like a brindle color, and mine's the brown and white, and this one is longer hair.
Mm-hmm.
And
White tip tail.
yeah, gorgeous. That one looks different, but they are, I think, we don't know 100%, but I see Chihuahua mix.
It's hard to say.
I
I could
see
see that in
Chihuahua.
these 2 especially.
Yeah.
You never know, but we do know they won't be real big dogs.
No.
They're very young right now, still have their little puppy milk teeth.
We're guessing about 7 weeks old, and pushing it on 8 weeks. But they were a stray, and the people didn't want puppies, so
As
we
little as
ended
they
up with
are,
them.
I'm going to go ahead and say something. This is a good boy.
Yeah.
I can already tell.
Yeah.
This is
He
a
is
good dog.
a good boy. Well, Mo's pretty good too, but Mo has decided he really likes to eat blonde hair. So just so you know, he's partial to blonde.
Sheila just likes to sit here.
Aren't we all?
These are beautiful puppies that are so sweet. And we talked about it in one show before about puppy breath. If you've never smelled puppy breath, you got to. There's nothing like it. All three of these guys, they don't have to go together. They can go to different homes, but they need a home, and they don't need to stay at the shelter for their growing up puppy years. So please come to the Pike County Animal Shelter or call and ask about Sheila, Mo, or Curly, the new Three Stooges. And these guys would make great pets for somebody.
You can contact us at 432-6293 or stop by at 527 Likens Creek Road behind Walmart. And I don't know if you heard this a minute ago. I've got a grunter.
Oh,
It
really?
grunts
Is she
still.
grunting?
Yeah. So,
Well,
and I think it's so cute when they grunt. And
Mo's
they got the
actually
puppy breath.
pretty laid back, but his little tail's like a metronome. That tail's just going tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
All three of their tails have not stopped.
Yeah, and Mo has a white tip, too. They all three
They all
do.
three do.
All three.
Well, again, we're at the
too.
Pike County Animal Shelter. Call or come by and ask specifically about these Three Stooges, Mo, Curly, and Sheila.
We're at the Pike County Animal Shelter here with the gorgeous Bobby Sue. Kristen, her color is very unique.
Yeah. It's like a red, creamy, like a merle type of color.
It's very unusual.
Yeah, we're calling her Bobby Sue, and she's got a bobtail like a boxer, and we're thinking she's boxer mix. I'm sure she's got some type of hunting dog in her, but she's got just like a boxer, and she's got something else in her. We just don't know what.
No, it's an unknown, but honestly, mutts make the best dogs. They really do.
They do.
Clearly, she's affectionate, or she likes your shaving cream. One
Maybe.
of the two. Bobby Sue is young. How old do you think she
About
might be?
10, 12 weeks old.
So she's still a baby. She's still going to have a lot of issues with chewing and being playful and maybe even crying some at night. Just like taking a baby home, you've got to think about that when you get a puppy.
You got to offer plenty of stuff, chew toys, just toys. And at my house, I have a UK basket that's full of toys. And where I've got a couple puppies at home, I turn it over. They can get whatever they
Could we
want.
throw in this ball if they got up?
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll
look,
throw in
she
a
obviously
toy.
likes the ball.
And she was a stray. She was set out, and they didn't want a dog. So we ended up with her.
Well, Bobby Sue would make a great pet for somebody. She just needs, oh no, we've lost the ball.
That's my
somebody
fault.
from off camera will send it back this way, surely. Bobby Sue would love to play catch with you with this new pink ball, which can even go home with her. We've now made that agreement. Her fee is only $50.
$50.
And that way she'll get spayed and have all of her shots and be dewormed and everything she needs.
Yes, she'll be ready to go. We just need the right person that's willing to go through a puppy stage. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up real good, but right here on her legs is like a darker brown, and it's just her legs. She's marked really pretty. But you'll have to come down here and see firsthand to really see.
I don't have any children, but I have two pets. And I see so many parents often say, look at pictures of their kids and say, oh, I miss when they were that age. Well, I do that with my dog. I couldn't wait for him to get to grow up, but now I miss it when he was just this big and nuts.
So we might be doing an adoption for you after the show.
I will not commit to anything on air.
Well, please, somebody out there is the right place for Bobby Sue. So give us a call or come by the Pike County Animal Shelter. Ask about Bobby Sue, the dog with the pink tennis ball. And we would love to see her go to a great home. Welcome back to the Pike County Adopt-A-Pet Show. Here is Peanut the cat, who actually has kind of a sad story.
Yeah, Peanut, she's already spayed. She's 2 years old. They didn't want her anymore. She is declawed also. She's ready to go. Whenever they come in already fixed, it's actually not going to be $35. It's going to be half price, so she's only going to be $17.
Oh, my goodness.
Price shouldn't matter whenever you're really looking for a pet. You got to let them choose you, and you got to choose something you really want that'll work in your home. She does love to play. She can't be still, as you can see. She's a wonderful cat, just looking for that special home.
And remember, she's already been declawed. She cannot be outside.
No, she has to be indoors only because she has no defense against coyotes or anything. She has to be an indoor cat.
Which is probably perfect for her because most cats prefer curled up on the couch anyway, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We're at the Pike County Animal Shelter with Callie, who is up for adoption. Kristen, tell us about Callie here.
Callie was picked up by my driver just running the roads. And Callie is a female. She's about 2 years old. She's just a laid-back type of cat. She'd make an excellent lap cat. Right now, she's just curious. She's out of the cage. She's checking everything out. But once she's out for a little bit, she is a lap cat. She would be an excellent cat for anybody that just wants somebody in the house just to love on and just to lay there and be with her.
She's got beautiful eyes. And you're right. Coming into an empty house at night is different than coming into one that just has a cat in it. Even a cat really is some company.
And cats, they're not a mess. They take care of themselves. Only thing you got to do, make sure the litter box is clean, easily trained. All the cats that we have here, even our kittens, they're all housebroke. They're really clean, and they clean themselves really clean.
And they entertain themselves.
And she's not been declawed.
No.
You're sure about that?
Yes.
Huh? Okay. Remember, Callie is at the Pike County Animal Shelter. They're here Tuesday through Saturday, and she needs a good home.
And she's purring.
And you can call us or come by at 432-6293 or 432-6294, or swing by at 527 Likens Creek Road. If you don't really want to adopt, at least stop by and say hello to Callie and the rest of them.
Welcome to the April edition of the Adopt-A-Pet Show. This is Jack, a big male, kind of butterscotch tabby. Is that what we would call him?
Yeah. He's a male. He's already been neutered. He's 8 years old. He was an owner surrender. They couldn't have animals at their new place. He's never lived outside. He's always been an indoor cat for 8 years. So we definitely want to make sure he's still an indoor cat. After 8 years of being indoors, let's not traumatize him and just adopt him because he's pretty and fat and throw him outside. That would really be traumatic for him. And I don't know if the camera can see this or if he'll let you see it.
No, he's really not interested
but
now.
He's got orange rings around his tail, real pretty. But he is an excellent cat, and he's ready to go.
He's already been neutered. That means his fee is not going to be...
No, where he came in already fixed, we didn't actually have it done. He'll only be $17.
A great house cat.
Yeah.
And frankly, he might be a really good mouser because he thought a moment ago that Brandon had a mouse under his shirt. And he didn't, but we think that Jack would be good at that. So if you would be interested in Jack, please call or come by the Pike County Animal Shelter and tell him you want to know more about Jack, the tomcat.
we're at the Pike County Animal Shelter with Barnabas. Kind of an obscure name. But,
well, I think it's a good name for a black cat. Barnabas Collins, the vampire, Dark Shadows. You'll see the movie.
Some people will get it.
Yeah, I did.
But tell us about
But that's
Barnabas.
a good name. He's a male. He's about 1.5 years old. He does not act like a vampire. He's a sweet cat. Very lovable. He's got long hair. He's got the bushy tail. He's got really, really pretty eyes, I think, like yellow that stands out with that black, and his whiskers are really long. He came in as a stray. They just didn't want cats, so we ended up with him. And the adoption fee for Barnabas is $35. That includes the first shots, first deworming, the spay or neuter, and a bag of food, and he'll be ready to go to his new home.
He's a beautiful male cat and absolutely elegant looking. So if you'd be interested in him, you can see him at the Pike County Animal Shelter. They're on Likens Creek Road, Tuesday through Saturday.
And I have a black cat, and they are wonderful around Halloween. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. A lot of people scared, but we get a lot of black cats. I'm not scared of black cats.
Well, as a matter of fact, a lot of places have a rule where they don't adopt out black cats.
Yeah, there's
before
some
Halloween, because people get them just for Halloween
yeah,
and bring them back.
There's actually some shelters and some places that refuse to do that because of people will do really bad things to them. Now, we're cautious, but I've never had that problem arise here at our shelter, so maybe we got better people with better sense here.
I hope so.
County.
Welcome back to the Adopt-A-Pet Show. This is Miss Lucy, the female calico, who has had quite an interesting story so far.
Yeah, Lucy is a female, about 1 to 2 years old. I had a call. This is her story. I had a call of a hit cat, so my driver went up, picked up the cat, brought her back here, and Lucy was really messed up on her hindquarters. She'd been hit pretty bad. Lucky to have survived it. Me and one of my co-workers pitched in, paid the vet bill, took her to the vet. She's not quite ready for adoption yet unless I can find the perfect home, because she does have a pin still in her leg, and she's got to go back to the vet, get the pin out. She needs to be an indoor cat only, and you can tell that the surgery really hasn't stopped her from being a cat.
Hasn't slowed her down. And that's why I'm sure that people can see on camera there, she's been shaved. Part of her hindquarters have been shaved for the surgery, and she's just in the process now of healing.
Right.
Now, you're looking for just the right home, somebody that will help her heal.
Yeah,
right?
and she needs to be indoor only because, I mean, although she still acts like a cat, perfectly fine cat, but whenever she goes to run, she can't run as fast as a normal cat. So if a coyote's going after her, she's not going to get away like the chances of another one would. But she does permanently going to have like a little limp to her. She's wonderful, wonderful. We have not got her fixed yet because the trauma that she went through with her leg, we just wanted to deal with that right now. But when she gets completely better, the pin gets out and everything, she will be getting fixed. And if you're interested in her, just come by or stop by. We're at 527 Likens Creek Road, or you can call at 432-6293. But can't stress enough, she has to be an indoor cat.
And again, that's Lucy, the calico, who is still recovering from surgery from a car wreck, from being hit by a car, I should say. And she is available for adoption to a perfect home who could really let her heal, or she might be able to stay here a little bit longer before her adoptive home comes. And she's at the Pike County Animal Shelter.
We're at the Pike County Animal Shelter, and we're here with Bear, who needs a home, Kristen.
Bear is a terrier mix. He's about a year old. He was turned in because the owners were moving and they couldn't have animals, so we ended up with him. He's real sweet. He does not act like a 1-year-old. He's real just laid back, kind of on the shy side. He loves what you're doing to him. He just loves being petted and loved on.
Likes to be in your lap and likes to be petted.
Absolutely.
He's full grown, so
Yeah.
this guy's not going to get any bigger. He's perfect size for a lap dog, and he is very laid back and very calm. And you're a very good boy.
He gets along with every roommate that he's had here. He gets along with them. He's just he's a really good dog.
Now, no telling what kind of terriers came together to create this dog.
Right.
He's obviously a terrier mix. He's got the scruffy coat of like a Norwich Terrier or a I don't know. He's just beautiful, though.
But it's not wiry hair.
No.
Like, it's really soft. It's not the wiry hair, although it looks like it in some places, but it's not. And he's not big at all. He'd be perfect. He needs to go in a house. He'd be a good house dog.
Yeah, this is my kind of dog. I'm a small dog person, ultimately. I like them all, but I like this type. And there's something about the scruffy face that really appeals to me, too.
And I was telling Cindy before the show, I'm going to steal it from Facebook, said, whoever said money can't buy happiness has never paid an adoption fee. And I think that's very appropriate.
yeah.
Very
for
true.
Yeah.
Very true.
anyone looking for an animal.
Yeah.
Well, Bear is available, and we hope you'll come and see him or call and ask about him at the Pike County Animal Shelter. He is going to make a wonderful pet for somebody. And just like you said, this appears to be all he wants to do.
Yeah.
Just sit in your lap.
You can call us at 432-6293 or 432-6294. You can stop by at 527 Likens Creek Road. If you're not quite ready to adopt, we still need volunteers, so we'd be more than happy to let you walk and bathe and just help us out.
Welcome back to the Adopt a Pet Show. We have Sally, who is a Doberman mix, with us now.
Yeah, Sally is a Doberman mix. She came in early March. We're guessing about 2 years old. And she was a stray that was brought in. But she's been somebody's dog because they've spent money on having her tail docked. They even went as far as having her ears done, like a true Dobie. But she is not a full stock, but, you know, whether she is or not, it doesn't matter. She is a sweet, sweet dog. She has had a couple of litters of puppies, you can tell, but she's laid back. She's still got plenty of energy. She's very curious. She likes her toys. She wants to check everything out. But whenever she came in, she's still a little bit lean, and you can still see some ribs in her backbone, but you could see every rib and backbone on her. She's gained a lot of weight. She's filled out a lot. She looks really great. When she came in where she was so skinny, she was one of many that didn't have much energy. But since she's gained the weight, of course, you can see she's more energetic now.
Well, she's not really a puppy. She's a grown dog, but she still has youth on her side. She's got a long life still to live.
Oh, yeah.
And she would make a wonderful pet for somebody. If you particularly like Dobermans and that look, that's what you get here. She's a beautiful girl. Look at those ears when they perk up, too. She needs a home, and she's at the Pike County Animal Shelter. You could call or come by. You don't have to commit to her. You could come and just walk her or play with her and see what you think. Welcome back. This is the April edition of the Adopt a Pet Show, and we've got Lucky rolling over for a belly scratch right now. Now, Lucky's been featured before on the show a couple of times.
Yes. Lucky, once again, Lucky has been here since right after Thanksgiving, and this is April. He is still here. Lucky is about 6 years old, give, take a little bit. He's a hound mix. He's got half of a tail. I don't know why nobody wants Lucky. I've had a few rescues interested in him, but everything's really fell through. Nothing's really definite. I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to. This is the last time Lucky will be aired on TV. He urgently needs somebody to come and rescue him and get him out of here to a good home.
So he's been here in the shelter since right after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
People continue to pass over him and not take him for adoption. And the problem is he's taking up a space that other dogs could be taking.
Absolutely, yeah.
And it's not good for an animal to stay in the shelter this long. It's not healthy for them. It's hard on their psyche, and yet his personality still seems really good.
He's such a good dog. That's why he's still here. There's just something about him. And I get really attached really easy. I try not to. It's so hard not to. But there's just something about, his personality is great. And I just don't understand why nobody wants him.
It looks like as long as you're willing to rub his belly, then you're going to make him happy.
And a lot of times, the longer they stay here, they'll either turn aggressive towards us, turn aggressive towards other animals, or get kennel stress. And they can go kennel crazy to where they can actually try to hurt themselves. Mm-hmm. And he hasn't showed no signs of any of that.
Well, I think it's because he is patiently waiting, believing that somebody out there is going to show up and adopt him. He's a great size. He's very small. He's not quite lapdog size, but he's still on the small side of medium. He's fully grown, so you're out of the puppy stage. He's laid back, got a great personality. We're calling him Lucky this time around because he needs to get lucky and get adopted. So please think about him. This is the kind of dog that maybe is a little bit nondescript. He doesn't stand out in any way, and that might be why he's getting passed over.
Yeah. And he's got, to me, he stands out. He's got half of a tail. He's got half of a tail. Mm-hmm. He's just a good dog. But please, if you want to really, truly say you saved an animal at the Pike County Animal Shelter, this is the one that I really need somebody to step forward and give him a good home. You can contact us at 432-6293 or 432-6294. You can drop by and see him at 527 Likings Creek Road, the road behind Walmart. We've got signs up. Just this will be his last airing, and I hope somebody pulls through for him.
We're here at the Pike County Animal Shelter with Pongo, and Kristen, Pongo is beautiful.
Pongo's been here since March the 8th. It's a long time. A day in a shelter is a long time, but not too long. She's a Dalmatian mix. She's about 2 years old, but she acts like she's a puppy. She's very, very energetic. She really, the tail, it'll knock you out. She's an all-around wonderful dog. The city animal control officer picked her up off the side of the road and brought her to us, and I haven't had an owner come forward and say I've lost a dog. So Pongo has been up for adoption for quite some time, and you can see the Dalmatian in her. She is a mix, but...
Well, I love the fact that she's got all these tiny black dots on her body, but one big black mark on her face.
Yeah.
It really makes her unique. She is full of energy and not choking to death at all. It's just because she's pulled too hard on her lead. But she is very puppyish. She's a full-grown dog, but still has a lot of puppy in her. She is beautiful. She's almost like a conversation piece. She may take down a few plants or part of the set as she goes, but what this tells you is that she's got a lot of energy, and she's going to need to play, she's going to need lots of toys, going to need lots of walks, and lots of attention.
And two, people's got to understand, just because she's really hyper right now, you've got to put yourself in the animal's shoes, and I know some people think that's crazy to say, but working here, you really do, because they're caged up. The majority of the day, the only time they really get out, we only have 4 employees, including myself. It's hard for us to get back there and do our regular job and just walk them. So that's why we need volunteers to get them out. But when they're caged up, of course, you can see they're going to be hyper because they're happy to be out.
Right.
So that leads me to I'm begging for volunteers. I need volunteers to come down here and really help us. If you just want to walk, you know, that's perfectly fine. 5 minutes of your time with one animal, you wouldn't believe the difference because they do get stressed. They do get stressed.
She's just very unique looking and acting and everything. She's just a unique animal.
And
Yeah.
she is already calming down now. After she's gotten some attention, I think in just a few more minutes she'd be laying at our feet ready for her belly to be scratched. She just needs a home and needs some attention with the family.
I think she'd look pretty in front of a fireplace in the wintertime.
She would. She's a beautiful dog, and she's available. You could find out more about her at the Pike County Animal Shelter. This is the Adopt-A-Pet show, and this is Little Dog, who has quite a story. Her life has already been saved once.
Yeah, her life's been saved once now. It needs saved again. Little Dog is a feist mix. We're guessing about a year, give, take a little bit. She's very timid. She wouldn't bite for the world, I really don't think. She's just scared to death. But the story is, this man was at a job site, and he heard he saw a dog. He saw the dog get hit. He took it straight to the vet, left work, took it straight to the vet. The hair's already coming back. He had the surgery, everything that needed to fix Little Dog. He went on and fixed it, vet cared it. He kept it at the house till she got completely healed up enough to bring her here. And then that's how we ended up with her, because he just saved her. He couldn't actually keep her, but he kept her long enough and took care of the vet bill and got her fixed. She's excellent dog, but she is shy. She needs somebody that she can trust. She needs to earn a lot of trust, you know, to say what she's been through. I think she's been through some stuff because she's so shy and timid, but you know, if it wasn't for this man, she probably wouldn't be with us today.
So he saved her life. He got her back to health and then couldn't keep her, so he brought her here hoping the right family would come in and adopt her.
Right.
She seems very content with what she's just getting petted
This
on the
is
head
all
right
she
now.
needs, all she wants.
But a lot of animals, you know, I mean, she's already been through it once. She's been through the ringer. She got hit. She went to the vet. And then all of a sudden, you know, this man, I mean, bless him because he did what he did. You know, for whatever reason, he couldn't keep her. But when you bring an animal here, some of them do not adjust here. They get depressed. She is showing signs of depression. You know, she just lays around. She's not sick or anything. She doesn't like it here. She needs out of here.
The thing that's so amazing is how resilient dogs are, even with that, and the fact that she's frightened now, you can tell. But probably within a few days in a home where it's quiet and she doesn't have to feel stressed or worried, she would come into her own personality.
Yeah, a totally different dog. You wouldn't believe the people that will adopt them, especially animals that's a little bit timid like this. And we always ask them to keep up with us and keep in contact with us, and then they'll call us back. Totally different dog. Totally different. So, you know, we like stories like that. And we're hoping that Little Dog will have the same type of story.
You know, something tells me that Little Dog has another whole life to live somewhere, and probably another name for whoever adopts her. They'll come up with a better name for her, but I'd love to see what turns out for Little Dog. So somebody out there is looking at her right now and thinking, I could help that little girl. She's already full grown, so it's as big as she's going to get. And if it's you, we hope that you'll call or come by the Pike County Animal Shelter and see about Little Dog, because she really needs to get into a home.
I'd like to mention, too, that the Animal Shelter's Facebook page is loaded with testimonials from people. Pictures of dogs, what they look like now. And they say, 3 years ago I adopted this dog, and here it is now. And it's just... a
lot of people will keep us updated. We love to hear the updates. We might not get to it right then because we are, you know, we're only 4 people down here. But it's really nice for people to keep updated with us. And if you can't adopt Little Dog or any of the other ones you've seen, we've got plenty others to choose from. And if you can't adopt right now, we need volunteers. I can't stress that enough. We really need volunteers. If it's 2 to 5 minutes of your time, you know, on lunch, just say hello to them, pet them. You wouldn't believe the difference that would make.
Well, people say, well, you just can't change the world. No, you can't, but you could change the world for this dog.
Yeah.
You could change the world for one animal at a time. So little dog needs to have her world changed, and somebody out there can do that. So we hope that you will come by and see her and find out more about her at the Pike County Animal Shelter.
We're at the Pike County Animal Shelter here with Googles, who is grunting a little bit, making some noise. Tell us about Googles, Kristen.
Googles is a Pekingese. He's 7 years old. He was brought to us by some family members. His owner passed away, and they couldn't keep him. They had smaller kids. He's not good with smaller kids, but he's really good with, I'm sure older kids that, just older kids that knows
Sure.
not to waller on them. And Googles is starting to stress out a little bit here. He's been here a few weeks. He is starting to lose a little bit of weight because we're having a hard time getting him to eat. He's not happy here. He needs to get out of here. He's not sick or anything. He's just stressing.
Well, he's 7 years old, which is not even quite middle-aged for a dog like this, a Pekingese. He's still got a lot of living to do, but he spent the first 7 years of his life
In a home.
Yeah, as somebody's
Right.
special pet. So he really needs a place to live out the rest of his life where he can be that special pet again. And it's not surprising that he would feel stressed here at the shelter because it's just it's a tough environment.
Well, not only did he come to the shelter and stressing over that, he's lost his actual owner too. So he's not seeing his owner anymore. So I really feel sorry for this little guy. He's really stressing. He needs out of here as soon as possible. And no smaller kids, but other dogs, he's fine. He's just he's a good dog. He's a good lap dog, but he really needs out of here.
And something about Pekingese tend to be the type of dog where people have Pekingese their entire lives.
Right.
Like they have one till it lives its life, then they go get a new Pekingese. My grandmother had Pekingese from the time I was born. And if you were looking for a full-blooded Pekingese right here,
Here's
here
one
you go.
sitting.
Yeah, he's
Mr.
beautiful.
Googles.
And he's actually seems pretty healthy. He might have some allergy problems that are
Yeah,
not hard to deal with.
He does have some allergy problems. He's got to eat special food, which we're feeding him Science Diet, and he's been doing good on it. But whenever his allergies does start up, he just loses a little bit of hair. It gets a little bit thin back here. Nothing major. Eventually, if it gets real bad or you see it starting, you do need to take him to the vet and possibly get an allergy pill, allergy shot. And but as far as severe allergies, it's not severe. But he does have a little bit of allergies, so...
Probably already completely housebroken too. So again, nothing you're really going to need to worry about here. He's just an older guy that can move right in.
Right. He's very clean in his kennel. He might have an accident of peeing in his kennel of a night, but of a morning, whenever my employee goes back there to clean, she'll let him out, and he does use the bathroom, not in his kennel. So I do think he is house trained, but the accidents that he's having, well, the saying, when you got to go, you got to go.
Yeah. Well, please come to the Pike County Animal Shelter and find out about Googles. Googles is a good boy, and he needs to go home with somebody pretty quick.
The Pike County Animal Shelter is at 527 Likens Creek Road in Pikeville. Call them at 432-6293. They're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 4. Dogs and puppies are available for adoption for $50. Cats and kittens are available for adoption for only $35. And the Pike County Animal Shelter has donation needs too. If you'd like to volunteer at the Pike County Animal Shelter, call Kristen at 432-6293. The Pike County Animal Shelter Adopt a Pet Show is a production of Pike TV and the Pike County Fiscal Court.